Hey, it's Solid Mustang here talking at you. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hey, the new season of games is getting ready to come out. You got Call of Duty, just had Borderlands come out. You've got Battlefield coming out. You got all these new games coming out. Lots of new games coming out. The new Assassin's Creed's coming out. Definitely into the 4-player co-op there and that. But for Season 1, if you will, I call it Season 1 because this is when all the new games come out, is mid-October on. So I call that kind of Season 2. So I guess Borderlands probably be Season 2. But Izzy Sexton and I, my buddy playing in here, we were just having a good time. We decided to change it up, go back to what we were playing before. And we realized Titanfall might be the best game on Xbox One, Season 1. For the games coming out now, it had its growing pains, but some of them was the Xbox One's problem, not Titanfall's problem. There are a few glitches, few things I like to see better, but you know what? A lot of times the things you see that were kind of screwed up got fixed. The carbine, which is the reason I chose this here tonight. There was a lot of people didn't like the carbine. It's too overpowered. So they didn't nerf it to oblivion, which I was really afraid of. Anytime in Call of Duty or something, or Battlefield, they talked about gun being overpowered, they just nerfed it to oblivion and you couldn't use it anymore. What they do here, reduce the range just a little bit, increase the kick just a little bit. Oh, by the way, increase the range or decrease the range only with a silencer. And then they reduced the rounds. It was brilliant. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect the way they did it. The gun is still useful. You can still do a ton of work with it, but it wasn't as effective. And now you have a good splattering of guns, all different kinds of guns being used. They really listen. They've done a lot with the connections and everything else. Again, a lot of that's, I think, is Xbox and its growing pains, or crapbox, whatever you want to call it. It's got a lot of growing pains going on. But, that's not the game developer's fault. If the hardware is not working right, that's not the software company's problem. That's not their fault. So it's their problem, but not their fault. They needed to demand more. And, we talked about before about quality control on a game. So I won't get into that again. But I mean, pretty much any good thing out there, they really listen to a lot. And I really like that from a game company. And it comes from a company who has got experience making a fun game. And that being Call of Duty 4. Respawn made Call of Duty 4. They were the original Infinity Ward. You can look all the lawsuits and everything up and get into all that. So, awesome job to Respawn. Looking forward to the games coming out. Looking forward to the Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. It's actually, I've heard a lot of people say, hey, it's a lot like this. A lot of the guys have said it's fast-paced, you're jumping around. It's a lot like Titanfall. If you like Titanfall, you'll love Call of Duty. So, we'll see. We'll have to see. Borderlands, I've been trying to play into that. Still, maybe it's just me. I just don't think it's got a good flow to it. I've been playing it some, it just lacks some flow. Destiny, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. I got one more video on Destiny I'm going to put out there and call it a day on Destiny. Halo's going to be coming out. Everything's coming out. Let's face it. Here in the next few weeks, just about everything comes out. So, but yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think is the best game for first come out for Xbox One? What would you like to see? What kind of a game would you like to see? I'd love to see a Call of Duty 4 reamped for the Xbox One. Maybe tweak the graphics a little bit. Other than that, I wouldn't change a thing on it. I would keep it all the same. Just fix your holes with your, some of your securities and stuff, and just come out with that. I might not throw another game in the Xbox One. So I have to give it up to Forza though. Forza 5, really good game. Graphics are phenomenal in Forza. They really are. I mean, the cars look practically real. You know, so, and let's face it, Forza was the one game I never had locked up, I never had a major issue with, never had anything go wrong with it. So the Turn 10 and the men and women who worked on, about 25, 30 women who worked on that did a great job. I would like to see a few different things out of Forza, but we'll play a Forza game, we'll get some racing going on, and have a little fun with that. So we'll talk about Forza, and I would like to see Forza, and it's definitely not Forza Horizon 2. That's for the little kids out there. So, one person I saw a review said there was no memorable moments in Titanfall. I'm like, are you serious? You can't be serious. Punching and smashing a guy, stepping on a guy, especially when you look down and you see him, you just see your foot just go squish. Ripping a guy out of a Titan, taking your Titan crap out of the other guy's Titan. I mean, I can, what was that, 6, 7, 8 memorable moments right there? Oh, snapping a dude's neck. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you gotta like that. That's awesome. I mean, that might be the best melee kill. Speaking of melees, and my friend Izzy pointed this out, that the melee in here is very potent, but not overly potent. It's not like the knife in the Call of Duties where all of a sudden the guy reaches out, it's got go-go gadget arms, reaches out and stabs you and you're instantly dead, or anything like that. It's maybe Battlefields, knife can come up behind somebody, but the neck snap is pretty awesome, and the crunch it makes is pretty awesome. So anyways, so we're winding down here, and hopefully you like the gameplay. Let me know what you think was the best game to come out for the first round, if you will, for the Xbox One. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. Can't wait for your comments below. Solid Mustang signing out.